Soon, the doctor will realize that he is, compromised. He'll come back to me. He'll beg for forgiveness, and I will cure him. But it will cost him greatly. And that will teach him never to reject Cameron Leslie again. Yes, I talk about myself in the third person, says Cameron, and I don't care. I'm evil. So this is the flop house. And so far, this is what has happened. Cameron Leslie, an evil warlock, is recently gotten drunk and turned the doctor into a vampire because the doctor rejected his desire for a hug. Also, Pearl Everly, who's not currently home but will be home momentarily, who's the owner of this lot, well, her partner, Ryder Wexler, sits now upon the dinner table. Anyway, we are going to do a little bit of extorting today, but I just had a fantastic idea. Over here, Cameron comes over here, and as he's walking by, he notices that this, look at him. He thinks about nothing but money. That's all he thinks about. It's awesome. And he passes by and he realizes that here is another way to make some quick cash. Pearl needs to take this, to the, cemetery. Cameron says, I know how I could make some money, some quick cash off of that stupid broad who owns this joint, who's been overcharging me for months for my stupid bed in my stupid room. I know what I'll do. I'll tell her that I would be glad to take the urn to the cemetery for her, save her the trouble. She'll pay me for the death duties, which I'll tell her I'll give to the vicar, but I won't send it to the vicar. I won't take it to the cemetery. I'll throw it in the ocean. Hide it somewhere. She'll never know. It's perfect. If you have ashes and you are in need of simoleons and you are evil and you have questionable friends who live to the south of you, and that actually is the south. I do have cardinal directions, who dabble in some of the darker sort of hedge witchery. I think it's time for him to sell those ashes to one of the Romanies. And he actually has a crush on her. They should get together. They'd be perfect. They're so evil. All right, so he's going to call her. Fedorna's not really just purely evil. She's just selfish. No, I don't want to talk about that baby right now. I want to talk about, listen, I got this idea that's incredible. It's going to blow your mind, take you right out to space, whatever that means. Just watch, you'll see. Oh, he's mentioning the zombie thing. I think that's good enough. Yep. He's like, I've got some ashes for you. And they're wonderful for zombie potions. He's not as evil as you. I am not evil. I'm just a consummate storyteller. Look at him. He's like, this will work. When I get home later, I'm going to tell her. And I love that. Unbeknownst to Pearl, plans have been happening, but she's hungry. Just get a couple bites in you, and you can go to bed. Good job. She talks to Ryder. I'll take you to the cemetery as soon as I can. It's just that I'm having a hard time facing it. By the way, Ryder, I'm pregnant, and he's yours. It was that last fling before everything went wrong. Uh-oh. Look at that. Oh, whoa. Sushi up rice up my nose. And then she just keeps eating it. Cause, you know, a girl's gotta eat. Oh, no. Oh, sweetie. Oh, sweetie. Oh, sweetie. Oh, man. Pearl is just not doing well. She is not doing she's just doing so poorly. Oh. Pearl wakes up from a bad dream. She's dreaming about Emmeline and realizing that she saw Emmeline cheating on the vicar, and the vicar was right in the store, the clothing store, with her. This happened in the last episode. She worries that, one, the vicar will find out and be hurt, because Pearl does care for the vicar. She likes him, but also it triggers her own feelings of doubt and insecurity about being cheated on herself, about ever being able to find someone to help her care for her baby who she can trust, about whether relationships are even worth it at all. She hasn't had much luck in her life with relationships. Her last relationship with Ryder was boring, and she just was trying to decide if she wanted to even stay in the flop house or try and make a better life for herself. But she's been having nightmares all night. It's okay, Pearl.
Oh.
She's telling him about, I think she's telling him about the baby, and that there's going to be a party, and that she hopes that it won't be too much noise. And she mentions that she's getting a robot from Shauna Berg. And he's just buttering her up. Yes. He's talking a little bit about some of his pursuits into the arcane arts. And he uses that as a segue to offer, he says, you know, you are having a baby. And I am very good with helping the dead pass on. I would be happy to take that urn downstairs and give it to the vicar and offer him your death duties. I'll even throw in a couple simoleons of my own. What say you? You would? That would be wonderful. I would be happy to bake some fresh croissants for you. He says, no, lady, no. No, there's no need to put yourself to any trouble. I would be happy to. And she says, well, if you insist. And the conversation is over, and the deed is done. Okay. I do believe that answers our question. I asked him to mourn, and he went, no. I could not care less. We're going to put this urn in his, here. Okay, so, oh, and look, here's Marcella. Perfect, just perfect. He's going to go out here, and he's going to brag. He's just going to brag right in her face. And, they immediately start talking, having a little bit of a gossip, but I want him to brag. He's just going to brag and be like, I have just found the most amazing way to make money, and you'll never believe it. Oh, you want Cameron? Did you just hear those hearts? You're into Cameron? Really? Why? Oh my God, they have 3 bolts together. She has 2 bolts more than Vidorna. Wow. Man, she's going crazy over him. But look, he's just like, I can live with her or live without her. I'm only interested in bragging. Which means now we'll leave that relationship to the side and just let her heart fart over him. But Pearl needs to give him the money, the death duties. And we're going to say it costs 1,000. So we're going to have her give him 1,000. Cameron, thank you. Thank you very much for offering to take Ryder's urn. With all that's on my mind and with the baby and all, I'm having a very hard time trying to keep up with everything. So yes, thank you. Thank you. All right, so he now has 1,000 extra of Pearl simoleons, and we are going to head off and finish the last part of this story by walking over with Cameron to the Romanies. Here comes Cameron.
Helps.
And he's going to go over and we're going to give a gift to Vidorna. Vidorna, why don't you greet Cameron? Well, that's one way to say hello. This is a very, very good way to start a business deal. I find that when you when you plan to sell someone an urn that you have essentially stolen, it's a good idea to start out the business negotiations with a little bit of lip locking. All right, so the deal has been done. We had to do it in a little bit of a backwards type way. But now we can have Vidorna give him his money and then maybe steal it with a little bit of woohoo. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure doing business with you. So, if we go woohoo, yeah, there's a sofa. I think that's wonderfully distasteful, is to have woohoo in your son's, yep, absolutely. With your son's beds right here. Oh no, they're traumatizing the baby! Could you guys be quiet, please? Honey, just turn away, sweetie. Please don't wake up the baby. The baby's right there. Oh, you hear the noise! Oh, listen to the noise! Oh, the noise!
No, God!
Oh, yeah, we so didn't need to hear that. Oh, no. No, we did not. No. Oh. Love sealed over an urn and a baby, and evil continues to rip through some of Kettle Falls. And I think that means that in our next episode, Kathy has got to come home. Kathy has got to come home and see if there's any way she can beg, borrow, or steal her rightful firstborn back from Vidorna, who has stolen her baby, Kathy's baby, from her. Thanks, as always, for watching.